Hey kings and queens, I kind of wanted to make this video to kind of help a lot of people, or just help anyone in general, and maybe even help myself later in the future. You know what I mean? In case I go through whatever I go through. Better example to kind of see yourself, lay down the tracks and follow again. You know what I mean? But everyone, excuse me for the dark setting and all that, but yeah, it's just in my garage. It's late night. But a lot of these, like, if you want to take this supposedly say biblical, you could say we're in the end of days. And by end of days, it's not like the end of everything around us, but it could be presumed like that, but that's like up to the individual or collective. But like on an individual, it changes how we do things, like, or even as a whole, it changes, like, end of days, meaning it changes how we do things with each other, meaning whoever was at the top will now be at the bottom, whoever's at the bottom will now be at the top. And then now it's just a level of flipping now. You got what I mean? That flip. So we're in that process of that flip. So as we're in that process of that flip, everybody's gonna be going through their perspective, problems, individuals, collective, relationships, whatever it is. They're gonna be going through their collective problems. So the one thing that is gonna help you kind of see all that is like, what gift were you given to help you go through that. Like, let me explain this. Like, someone can, there's two different people. There's mindset A, mindset B. Mindset A might be able to go do something horrible. Mindset B might not be able to do something horrible. Might not be able to do something horrible. So whatever that person did for mindset A to get him through whatever he did in mindset A is basically the thing that's gonna help him be good in the end. Like, that skill, you get that skill set. Like, you gotta learn how to change the skill sets you learned, the ones you're not fond of, or the ones you don't like, or the ones you're not receptive to, or the ones that people are not receptive to about yourself. You gotta change that, to yourself, not even to other people, but to yourself in general. You gotta change it to the point where you respect yourself. Because as soon as you respect yourself, everybody else will respect you. It doesn't matter about the quantity or how much people or who chills with you. That doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's like, does your word hold weight? Like, meaning, does your voice, when you speak, are you a vessel of God? Like you could be a vessel of God. If you don't have to be a vessel of God or a vessel of anything. You don't have to be. But if you're choosing to do that, if you're choosing to find your place in this role, in this role, it's like, you gotta find your place. You gotta find your place that you blend in. You gotta find out what He gave you, what kind of gifts you have. And I mean God. You guys can take it how you want, but you get what I mean. We gotta find out where your gifts are, because as soon as you come intact with who you are, like, there's this you, like the unconnected you to the other side of you, and this is like where God hid Himself. God hid Himself in you, in the real you, and everything. So now you gotta kind of interlock, then hold, and then that will never go, because it's like God holding your hand plus you, and now you walk and you do what you gotta do. So you get what I mean? So another so now this is where it comes into not abilities, or not anything to do with superpowers, but you could say almost ability. You could say abilities, but not abilities in the way the third dimensional, but abilities in the way where the fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth, ninth, above, way above, because the 3D shit will obviously, it's obviously the program is obviously destroying itself. When I mean program, I mean the world we live in, just the world in general, just the world. Just think about just the world, just the world in general. The way that stage is being burnt on fire is absolutely ridiculous. Think about it. Your life is a movie set. but you just don't know the rules and everything you're given. That's just it. The movie set can be your room. The movie set can be your house. The movie set can be your car. The movie set can be the ball court where you go to work, where you go to your friends to go chill. Stampede, because I'm in Calgary down here. Stampede, hiking. That can be the movie set. But in real life, like in a movie, they tell you what you're gonna say. But in this real life movie, you don't get a script. You are the script. You are the script writer. So that goes back to why you have to be like you have to understand the script writer, you and God, to get your life and everything else just in balance. You know what I mean? Kind of like you never lose him, because that's the whole point. Once you find yourself, like, and you find yourself in the appropriate way, like truly through all that pain, through all that hurt, through all the things you didn't want to go see in yourself or you didn't want to deal with yourself, that's where you find yourself. And that's that thing that lasts forever, where no one can, like, if once you find that and you know how to act on that, no one can ever say you you switched up. No one can ever say you you did anything wrong other than take time for yourself too, or step away from everything. Because once you find yourself, it's you're now dealing with your real self. You're now dealing with your real emotions, everything that's processing you. A lot of people don't understand, but right now they're not even dealing with like their future. They're still dealing with their past. But it's like clouded as future. It's really funny, because this is the same moment where you can make the past, same moment where you can make the future. But a lot of people's future is their past. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people's future, or a lot of people's past, low key is how the way they should be looking at the future. Like, you get what I mean? So I still got I got more videos coming about that, because that's another video about the 8 things. Sorry, my bad. The 8 things that were there before creation, or the 8 things that were there alongside with creation, or alongside with God. And I don't even think no one's been talking about that. So there's gonna be like a little theory. I'm gonna start making those videos. I'm gonna see how smart the spiritual community is. I really want to see who's been doing the work behind closed doors and who's not. So we'll see. We'll see, because these conversations are about to start jumping different levels, and there's a purpose why I did not like make videos, or stop making videos, stop doing my podcast, stop doing videos, took that all down, because like there's certain information I don't think a lot of people really like will ever understand. So whatever, they won't even get to the 0 point of it, like the actual 0 point of the real truth, of the real background story of the universe. And it's actually hard. It's hard. You don't get it. We haven't even pieced the story together yet, but it's like, story's wow. The story of the original timeline and everything is actually really wow. Everything else is just really a copy of it. Like, this is what I mean by videos can just get like can get wild, but don't mean I go out here look at the world like, oh, that's so crazy. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I look at the world just as normal as everyone else. I just like the spiritual side of it, and I just know how to just transmute this information better. So you won't see like certain people. That's why we won't see certain people go crazy when they get certain spiritual information or whatever. Yeah. So the video kind of went off topic here, but yeah, just find the gift that holds you down through all of this, because what we're gonna start going through is darkness. What we're gonna start going through is like, I'm not too sure, but I think we went through the perverse or the imp. One of those, the perverse, where it flips everything upside down, like with all that shit, the way society's flipped. I think we're going through the endless, meaning like the endless and the void together, but it's like infinity and eternity. You get what I mean? So I still gotta explain that, because that's what we're going through right now, but like, not really. It's the darkness that we're going through. But that's the thing about darkness, because you don't know if it's endless, and it's also a void, and it could go like for eternity and infinity. So it's like, you get what I mean. But we're all just about to go there. You can obviously see a lot of people are going through there already. If you're already going through it right now, good for you, because you're jumping the timeline and you don't got to deal with half this junk when it catches up to the real timeline, the real world. So good for you. But other than that, find what makes you you. Find you. That's just the best way to get out of this. Find you. Find you. Find the I am without any of that other shit behind it. Just find I am. I am. Meaning just find you inside of you. If you guys been picking up on what I mean, you've been picking it up. If you can't pick it up, I just don't know. This information is just not meant for you. But have a good night. Catch you later, party people.